Welcome to Isekai to Watch. In today's video we're gonna go through the list of the greatest Isekai anime titles for the last 10 years. And of course for each and every person the results may vary. Cause even though all of those titles are super popular, there's always a room for controversy and speculation. So I hope you'll enjoy it and please subscribe to the channel if you like this video. Year 2012. Sword Art Online. The series takes place in the near future and focuses on protagonists Kazuto Kirito Kirigaya and Asuna Yuki as they play through various virtual reality MMORPG worlds. There's a lot of debates about whether or not Sword Art Online is an isekai. But I think we all could agree this anime adaptation popularized the isekai genre in anime. So for me it's an isekai and it is definitely number 1 isekai of 2012. Year 2013. The Devil is a Part-Timer. The story is about Satan seeking to conquer the world of End-Isla, but when confronted by the hero Emilia, he is forced to retreat through a gate that transports him to modern-day Tokyo, Japan. To survive and find a way to return to End-Isla, Satan adopts the name Sadaomao and gains part-time employment at a fast food restaurant called McDonald's, a parody of McDonald's. Year 2014. No Game No Life. The series follows Sora and his younger stepsister Shiro, two hikikomori who make up the identity of Blank, an undefeated group of gamers. One day, they are challenged by the god of games to chess and are victorious. As a result, the god summons them to Disboard, a world where stealing, war, and killing are forbidden, and all matters are decided through games, including national borders and even people's lives. Intent on maintaining their reputation as the undefeated gamers, Sora and Shiro plan to conquer the 16 ruling species and to usurp the god of games. Year 2015. Overlord. In my opinion, Overlord is one of the best isekai anime of all time. And well deserves to be in this list. This story follows the office worker in a dystopian world logs onto a video game for the last time only to find out that he, along with his entire guild, has been transported to another reality. Year 2016. Re-Zero, Starting Life in Another World. The story centers on Subaru Natsuki, a hikikomori who suddenly finds himself transported to another world on his way home from the convenience store. Just after arriving, he is killed while trying to help a young half-elf he befriends, Emilia, who is a candidate to become the next ruler of the Kingdom of Lagunica, only to revive some hours in the past. After dying sometimes, Subaru realizes that he has the power to turn back time after his death. Year 2017. Saga of Tanya the Evil. In modern-era Tokyo, an unnamed atheist Japanese salaryman, in the moment of being murdered is confronted by an entity that declares itself to be God. The salaryman disbelieves in its existence, criticizes its various statements from his perspective as an atheist and mockingly terms it as being X. The entity decides to reincarnate the salaryman into a world where he would face sufficiently difficult circumstances to turn to being X for help. The salaryman is reborn as Tanya de Gyurchaf, an orphan girl in an alternate reality's equivalent of Imperial Germany, known as the Empire, in which World War I dragged on into the 1920s. Year 2018. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Amazing title, great animation, awesome characters. This one is hands down one of the best anime of the genre. The story is about a salaryman who is murdered and reincarnates in a sword and sorcery world as a slime with unique powers and gathers allies to build his own nation of monsters. Year 2019. The Rising of the Shield Hero. Naofumi Iwatani, an easygoing Japanese youth, was summoned into a parallel world along with 3 other young men from parallel universes to become the world's cardinal heroes and fight interdimensional hordes of monsters called waves. Each of the heroes were respectively equipped with their own legendary equipment when summoned. Naofumi happened to receive the legendary shield. Unlike the other heroes who are fully supported by the kingdom and gain several strong allies each, Naofumi's luck turns to the worse after his single companion, revealed to be the kingdom's princess, betrays him, steals all his belongings, and leaves him devoid of all assistance and supplies after she falsely accuses him of sexually assaulting her. Year 2020. The Misfit of Demon King Academy. This one might be a little bit controversial, but if we do not take sequels, for me personally this one is the best isekai of 2020. This one tells us about the demon king Anos Voldigode, who made a deal with the human hero, Kanon, to sacrifice his own life to ensure peace between demons and people could flourish. Reincarnating 2000 years later, Anos finds that royal demons now harshly rule over lower-class hybrid demons in a society that values Anos's pure-blood descendants over the demons who interbred with other species. The magic as a whole has begun to decline and his descendants weaker as a result of the peace he created. So Anos, now technically a hybrid himself, decides to reclaim his former title of Demon King. Year 2021. Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. No doubts this is one of the best isekai anime of all time. The series is about a jobless and hopeless man who dies after having a sad and withdrawn life and reincarnates in a fantasy world while keeping his memories, determined to enjoy his new life without regrets under the name Rudius Greyrat. The story chronicles his new life's highlights as he attempts to overcome the failures of his previous one. Year 2022. Boy Kongming. For me, Boy Kongming is a breakthrough of this year. It is kind, funny and non-cliché. So if you haven't watched it yet, then go and watch it. This one tells us about the famous military strategist Zhuge Liang Kongming who met his demise in the Battle of Wuzhong Plains. On his deathbed, he wishes that his next life were in a peaceful place, free from bloodshed. He is reborn, in his youth, in modern Japan, appearing in the middle of a costume party for Halloween in the club district of Tokyo. The partygoers of Shibuya lure him to a nightclub where he meets Eiko Tsukimi, an aspiring singer, and his second life begins. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and see you next time.